Okay. Mayor, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Elmwood Park Mayor and Council for November 10th, 2022, to order at 7:00 p.m. On roll call, we have Council members Ballesteri.
Here.
Dennis.
Here.
Golobeck.
Here.
Pellegrin.
Here.
Sheridan.
Here.
Council President Fasolo.
Here.
Mayor Coletti.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, Shanae. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We have a lot in store this evening. Some people were celebrating, and you're here to enjoy the moment with us. So let's get started. Could everyone please rise for the prayer and the flag salute, and asking Pastor Ron, please come up and give prayer.
Thank you for the governing body of Elmwood Park. We ask you to send a special anointing on each of their heads. Your presence is welcome here in this chambers. Father God, Chronicles 7:14 states, if your people, which we are your people, will humble themselves and pray, you will heal the land, our geographical land, and the land of our hearts. Father God, we thank you for our town, our residents of Elmwood Park. We ask you for your divine protection. Dispatch your heavenly angels around this town, because in this town, in your creation, we know there's evil, but love conquers all, everything, no matter what. We recognize you, we honor you, your majesty, your dominion, that we shall have peace, and we will be a town of example. We thank you, we honor you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Ron. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pastor Ron has been bringing peace and tranquility to this council of late, and we certainly appreciate that. Whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of the State of New Jersey require at the commencement of every meeting a statement of compliance be read by the presiding officer. Now, therefore, be advised that the meeting's requirements for this meeting have been met by publishing a special meeting notice in the Record and Herald News, and by posting such notice in the office of the Borough Clerk, as well as in a public place within the municipal building. Also by notifying interested citizens. Said notice was posted and transmitted on May 23rd, 2022, and published on May 26th, 2022. Shanae?
Thank you. At this time, I will turn the meeting over to Chief Foligno to present the Community Service Award in relation to the Village Block Party.
Thank you, Shanae. Good evening, everybody. We're going to celebrate a few people tonight that have dedicated their time and their resources to the borough. One of the individuals has done it time and time again, and we're going to save him for last. Not that the other guys don't deserve as much, but he's been part of the family a little bit longer, and I'll get to him. But we had a village block party. We started this last year. We had our second annual one this year. We do a block party for the residents that live in Elmwood Village who have, communicated to us that they don't feel like they're part of the community. So that hurt our feelings. So we wanted to make sure that they felt like they were part of the community. So we rolled out the red carpet 2 years in a row, and it's going to continue, and had nice big parties for them up there. This year, in addition to our backpack giveaway and school supplies, we thought it would be a good idea to get haircuts for all the kids, because what else do you need besides school supplies and backpacks to go back to school? But you need a fresh haircut, right? So I talked it over with my personal barber, who happens to be in attendance. Miguel, please stand up. And Miguel thought it was a wonderful idea, so we went next door, and I don't see the guys here right now. They're probably finishing up their haircuts. But the shop next door, and they were all in. We didn't even have to ask them. We didn't even finish the sentence, and they said, we're in, we'll be there. So 4 barbers came. I want to say they gave about 100 haircuts out, or somewhere close to that. And more than that, Miss Barber, right? And these guys were cutting hair without a break, and they did a great job, and it was a really heartfelt thing, and you could see the appreciation on the faces of the parents and even on the kids. So Without further ado, I'm going to call Miguel up since he's the only one here. Miguel Irizarry, come on up. And you could see his work right here.
We're very thankful for your community, for what you have done for the community, and I was just wondering, I don't want to take advantage of your generosity, but do you think I need a trim? What do you think I need? Of course you do. I'm ready. And you could use one too. Thank you very much. Your services are obviously here, each and every one of us appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing you again.
I'll announce the other barbers, even though they're not here. We have John Duran, Joel Lima, Michael Seibel, and those are the other three from the shop next door. Now, a man who needs no introduction, Steve's Burgers. Everybody knows, right? Steve, stand up. Come on. He is the most likable, friendliest guy you ever want to meet. He runs an awesome business, but besides that, he's an awesome person. He's smiling all the time. He's so generous, too generous sometimes, that I'm afraid to ask him for anything because he'll never tell you no. Steve, I need a house, a boat, a few other things. You good? So, Steve, come up. He has been part of the family, and this is the first time we actually get an opportunity to recognize him as part of the family. So, Steve Chrysomalis, come on.
This gentleman's been doing this year after year after year, and asks for nothing in return.
Multiple times a year.
Multiple times a year.
Thank you.
You love it. You love it.
Thank you for you guys. Thank you.
Thanks. Now we have the Homeowners Association presentation to the Residence Assistance Program. I believe- Yes, Linda. Yes, I will ask that Councilwoman Lorraine Pellegrin come forward and Mayor Coletti.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Angela Fava, please.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, I'm honored to be here representing the Elmwood Park Homeowners Association, along with my board. What's your name again? Pastor Ron? Terry? Councilwoman Terry Sheridan. We're here tonight to honor Councilwoman Lorraine Pellegrin for the outstanding job she's doing with the Residence Assistance Program, a program that she started from the bottom of her heart because that's the only way she knows how to work. And I'd like to say that I'm honored to know her, honored to work at her side, and best of all, I'm honored to call her friend. Sorry.
Where's the money?
With that being said, we'd like to present you with this $2,500 check to assist you in your program and wish you so much. You're welcome.
Say something about you. Go ahead, man.
Well, we want to thank you for bringing that organization back. It needed some help. It was there, but it needed some help, and you've certainly done it. And if you know Linda, what you see is what you get. She's outspoken, she's direct, but that's the type of person she is. And Lorraine, you definitely, you're second to none when it comes to being community-minded. You live and breathe it, and that's why it's so natural. And there's no one in this audience that could ever take that away from you. And we all appreciate your effort. That's for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. I would just like to thank Linda from the homeowners and all the members from the Homeowners Association. They really always are there for our RAP organization, whether it's giving us a check, whether it's coming to help at our events. They're always there for us, and it means the world to us because we couldn't do it alone. Angela, she's like my sister in all this. We work together hand in hand, the chief, the police department, everybody. So Linda, it means so much to you, to us, that you're always coming up and doing everything for us. And we really, really appreciate it because this is how we help those in need. Without funding, we couldn't do it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda. We truly appreciate your support. Thank you.
Linda, drop by more often. And bring that checkbook with you.
Okay.
Mayor, I'm going to jump back to the barbers that were so generous with their time on a Sunday. Is it Sunday or Saturday? Sunday or Saturday. We recognize Miguel. We have the barbers from the shop next door here who, like I said when you guys weren't here, we didn't even finish the sentence to ask you to come, and you finished it for us, and you said, absolutely. And you guys gave out collectively probably close to 100 haircuts, and we truly appreciate that as a police department, as a community, and the people that received those haircuts and the families. That was one of the hottest, most viral things that went out, that we gave haircuts, but we didn't give them, you guys gave them. So thank you for partnering with us and being part of the family, and we hope you'll come back and do it again. So I'm going to say your names. If I mess them up, I apologize. John Duran, Joel Lima, and Michael Seibel. Come on up and get your awards, guys. Yeah, come on up. We'll do a group shot.
Did any one of you guys bring scissors? Just in case.
Actually, I'm going to call Linda Colombini back up for a second, Councilwoman Pellegrin.
And all the excitement, we forgot to give you something. We were so excited about the check. This is just a little token of our appreciation.
She's next.
And we were just so excited.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special award that is going to be going out, and we'd like to bring up Angela Kraft.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Good evening, Mayor Coletti, council members, Chief Foligno, and the residents of Elmwood Park. The residents of Elmwood Park are honored to acknowledge and present Lorraine Pellegrin with the Citizens of Elmwood Park Award for her dedication and ongoing service in our community. I actually could have written a book because we know each other almost our whole lives, but I couldn't fit it all on this paper. For those of you who have known Lorraine for only a short period of time, her passion for helping others started long before she became a councilwoman. I can remember as far back as high school and grade school, Lorraine always demonstrated compassion for those in need. Her friends were never defined by status or popularity. For Lorraine, it was always about who you were as a person. Lorraine is a selfless giver, always a leader, never a follower. It was obvious that her integrity and generosity were instilled by her wonderful parents, Jim and Mary Nicolai, who I'm sure are proudly watching from above. As we ventured through our 20s and several of our classmates moved to other towns, Lorraine chose to stay in Elmwood Park with her husband, Peter, who has always been supportive of her desire to help others. I can remember Lorraine saying, "Why would I ever want to move from here? I love this town." Soon after, Lorraine and Peter raised 3 wonderful and successful children, Jennifer, who holds a doctorate in education, Nicholas, a CPA, and Matthew, an attorney, JAG officer, and major in our United States Air Force. Even while raising her children, Lorraine found a way to dedicate 11 years of her time to the Elmwood Park Board of Education, participating in endeavors to enrich our school programs. In her current role as a councilwoman and police commissioner, she is instrumental in making this town a safer and better place to live. Lorraine's vision for building a pantry and implementing programs for those in need finally came to fruition in 2018. Since that time, she has been successful in procuring generous donations year after year. These donations not only feed the residents in need, they also provide toys for children and programs for seniors who qualify for special services. Without a doubt, Lorraine spends numerous hours ensuring that the Residents Assistance Program thrives at its highest potential, growing stronger by the minute. So without further ado, Lorraine, on behalf of the residents of Elmwood Park, I would like to present you with this plaque as a token of our appreciation for your endless devotion and service for our community. We would also like to recognize Chief Foligno, Angela Fava, and Dion York for your hard work and dedication and endless support in making this program a success. You all rock. This is a citizenship award presented to Lorraine Pellegrin in grateful recognition of your outstanding and dedicated service to the people of Elmwood Park. Is it pretty?
This goes, you want to present this too?
Yeah, I mean, hey, Lorraine is a royal pain in the ass sometimes. Hey, chaplains, I gotta repent later, but she is passionate about this, and this is her goal, this is her baby, and you know, at first it was like, wow, this is a lot, but I'm not gonna tell her that. And through perseverance and striving, this program is recognized by the county, by the commissioners, and it's really an awesome program. And you got to see her around the holidays when we do the kids come in and get the gifts and shop. Like, looked like she's in Disneyland and she hit the lottery. So, Lorraine, great job. Keep up the good work, and you know we got your back and we're here to support you.
Thank you so much.
John DeMarzio, you want to come up, say something?
We all know Johnny's a hell of a speaker. 3 minutes.
Really quickly, Lorraine and I go back since like probably 5th grade, and I know that because we have pictures, you know. And Lorraine was integral in getting me involved with politics and you know, local politics and the borough. And now that I'm thinking, and why am I thanking her now? What can I say, Lorraine? I mean, you've been a friend, and you've been always so good to the Board of Health, and if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be on the Board of Health, and I really appreciate that because that's a passion of mine too. And you're always giving, and I'm honored and blessed to have you as my friend, and I thank you so much. And I do have one more surprise, if that's okay. We have on the phone, we have Shakib Fakori, and he's calling from Morocco. So if you don't mind, I don't know if you guys can hear, but this is a special message from him.
Hi, Shakib.
Hold on.
I told you should have bought a flip phone.
Go ahead, Shakib.
You hear me? I want to say congratulations, Lorraine. You've been the best, and I love you so much, and enjoy your day.
I love
are the
you.
best,
I
Lorraine.
love you. This was a great surprise, and you doing this for me tonight from Morocco means the world to me. Thank you, friends. I love you.
Thanks, Shakib. Mayor?
John, you got 30 seconds left.
No, what am I going to say?
We appreciate having you on the board and what you've been doing, too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Oh. Okay, so it's left to me now, right? And then you, right. Let me say, Lorraine, get where we could see you. I think the phrase is you reap what you sow. She works at it. She constantly community-minded. Everything she does is for the welfare of people. I've never seen a day go by and she'll say, Mayor, can we do this? Mike, can we do this? And how could you stop a lady like this? You can't. And if you tried to stop her, she'll steamroll right over you. But I'm happy to see. What makes tonight unique, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that, yes, there is an official office with a plaque, but this is a citizens award. This is a group of citizens getting together and saying, let's recognize this woman. And to me, that's the ultimate compliment.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, wow. I'm just floored by all of this, and I'm so emotional right now because this has taken so many years to get to where it is and to help so many people. And first, I'd like to thank the citizens, because you're right, Mayor. It does mean a lot coming from the residents of Elmwood Park that they recognize the program. It's not about me. It's about the program and helping others. It started 5 years ago, and I tell this story, but it's a God's honest truth. It started so slow, and so many doors were closed. And then I went to Chief Foligno, and I know he hates to hear it, but it's the God's honest truth. He opened almost every one of those doors. And together, we worked hard. And then Angela came on, and she's another driving force. And get up here a minute. Now I want you to come up here with us because you're a driving force in this too. And I just want to thank you. I want to thank the entire mayor and council because it may have been my vision, but without all of your support, this program could not be a success. So I want to thank all my colleagues and the mayor too. Also, I want to thank my family and my friends for always having my back and supporting me. My best friend for over 60 years, always walking with me. We have to tell everybody how old we are, yeah. But most important is the community members. They're all angels. Our businesses came to help us. Our friends, community members. Without everybody helping, without teamwork, this program would have failed a long time ago. So yeah, we may be the front force here, but without all the angels in Elmwood Park helping us, the program couldn't thrive like it's thriving. And I just have to tell you, because a lot of you aren't here, Angela always is, and everybody, but when we give out toys for the kids, we have parents that come in and look at us and they say, you know, this year there might not have been a toy under the tree without this program. And we've all cried and we've broken down. Rachel, you've been there from the beginning with us, and we see the tears, and we know we're doing something right. And we all say to them, don't cry, because we've all needed help one time in our lives. And you, when you get on your feet, will help others. That's what's called the circle of life. So again, I just want to thank everybody. I'm so, so grateful. And it's about, I'm just so happy that the program's being recognized more and more. The more the program's recognized, the more donations we get and the more people we could help. So thank you all so much. I don't know, Ann, do you want to say anything? You should, because you're in this with us and you do so much.
Oh, put me on the spot. Well, Lorraine, you are a driving force, absolutely. You helped me find my passion, my second passion in life, once doors closed and I had to start over in my career and my life. This is a wonderful program, but without the support of the mayor and council and Chief Foligno, it would be nothing, because you guys say, go for it. We got you, do it. You all show up. It's amazing. I've had the best experience working with this program, and this mayor and council and Chief Foligno, and everybody, even in the borough, fellow employees are so excited about it. The police department, they are always there. I have them yesterday bringing food into the pantry, getting donations. It's been an amazing thing. The toys, of course, it's amazing. It's overwhelming. And it's such a great feeling to be a lifelong resident of Elmwood Park and to see this program and to see everything that this mayor and council and Chief Foligno have brought us together, because it was not like this. And I love the feel of it, and I'm so blessed, and I thank you all for having me and including me in this wonderful program and accepting me as part of your team. So I thank the mayor and council, and of course, Lorraine, you know what you mean to me, and I appreciate you. We go back, we raise our children together and class moms together. It's been one heck of a ride. And thank you so much.
Can we take a picture with the whole council?
And this officially going forward will be Lorraine Pellegrin Day. Let's mark that on the calendar.
Okay, make it happen. Take your picture. Could we get a picture with the whole council?
Oh. I guess the At this time, we have one standalone resolution. Oh, I'll wait for the mayor. Okay, through you, Mayor, I will read this resolution by title only. Resolution R-377-22, appointing chaplains, Deaconess Barbara Marquez and Father Gabriel Curtis to the Police Department. At this time, I will ask for Deaconess Barbara Marquez and Father Gabriel Curtis to come forward to be sworn in by Chief Foligno and Mayor Coletti. Sorry. Yes, because.
We got to make this legal first.
Yes, sorry. Can I have a motion on the resolution?
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Fasolo, second by Councilwoman Ballasteri. On roll call, we have Council Members Ballasteri,
Absolutely, yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Council President Fasolo.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now at this time, I will ask for you two to come forward to be sworn in.
Ms. Barber, do you realize that we had canceled this once before for some reason, I forget what it was. But I had sworn you in the library, and that Thursday, I would have sworn you in as a chaplain. It would have been the first time in my life that I've sworn one person in 1 week twice. So, quite some honor. Yeah, that's good. Raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible. Okay. Say and your names, and repeat everything after me. I. Understand that I serve. As a chaplain. In the Elmwood Park Police Department. And commit to live in accordance. With the highest ideals. Of the police department. And my position. As police chaplain. I recognize the badge. Of my office. As a symbol. Of public faith. And will always seek. To conduct myself. In a manner. Worthy of that trust. I pledge to support. The spiritual health. And growth. Of every first responder. I encounter. And to protect the trust. That is placed in me. As a confidant. I take these obligations freely. Without reservation. Commit myself. To faithfully discharge. The calling. And duties. Of Elmwood Park Police. Department Chaplain. So help me God. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Welcome, Father Gabriel and Deaconess Miss Barbara, to our police family. In attendance tonight, we have Pastor Ron, one of our chaplains, Pastor Ron, Rabbi Andrew Schultz, Rabbi, and not with us tonight is our fifth chaplain, Imam El Falale. These individuals, the three that we already have been a blessing to the department. Over the past month, we've had, and ongoing, but over the past month, we've had some traumatic incidents that police officers had to encounter. And, you know, I'm here 34 years and I never received a bit of counseling, and probably that's why I'm so screwed up, but that's besides the point. But I felt it was the right thing to do to bring in counselors, chaplains for the police officers. And it worked. I mean, the guys got to, and gals got to sit with the chaplains and just talk about either the incident or whatever they wanted to talk about. And now, over the last few days, if you watch the news, we had back-to-back days of craziness again. And it wears on you. And if you don't get it out, it hardens you as a person. And I want to give that opportunity to my department to be able to speak to somebody regularly. So welcome to the team. Thank you so much. And I'll turn it over to the mayor now. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Michael, how many chaplains do we have now?
We have 5 now, Mayor.
And from all different religious denominations, correct?
More or less, yes.
Yes, we'll try to cover all bases. This way we're fair and even to everyone. But at this time now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask the council for comments on all that you just saw before you in the last half hour. We'll start off with Tanisha.
Thank you, Mayor. It's a lot of stuff tonight. So first off, congratulations to our barbers for being honored tonight. Thank you so much for your generosity to the children of Elmwood Park. I remember that day, there were parents trying to tip the barbers and they refused. And that just shows how great your heart is and how much you guys did this for our community and really not for anything other than that. So we appreciate your time and your efforts, and we hope to invite you back again next year and continue making that party something bigger than what it was before. So thank you for that. Homeowners Association, thank you for your generous donation to the RAP program. It's greatly appreciated. And to our chaplains, you know, mental health is really important. And I thank you for being there for our officers, you know, guiding them spiritually and giving them an outlet to continue this job that I know half of us cannot do, including myself. It's really hard for them. So I thank you for donating your time and being there for them. And congratulations. Welcome aboard. And Lorraine, congratulations on your award as well. Thank you, everyone. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Ballesteri.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to congratulate Deacon Barbara Marquise and Father Gabriel Curtis on your appointment as chaplains to our police department. We appreciate your service to the officers and to our community. It's truly appreciated. Also, having the community individuals step up with compassion to give time for our residents never goes unnoticed. I'd like to thank our barbers who came out for the block party and with their kind gestures gave free haircuts to over 100 young men. And I'm so proud of how they all came together for this amazing community. And I also like to thank Steve Burgers and your continuous donations to our community. I'd like to thank Linda and the Homeowners Association for their donations to RAP. It's truly appreciated. And I don't want to forget, I do want to congratulate Pastor Ron and his beautiful bride, Claire. I wish God bless you both with a lifetime of health, happiness, and love. Beautiful wedding for 2 beautiful people. And I also would like to congratulate my colleague Lorraine on the Citizens Award. RAP has grown each and every year because of your continued vision. Great things continue to happen in Elmwood Park. Thank you, Lorraine. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I hope not. Nope. Okay, well, progress, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Councilwoman.
Mayor, Over here. Hi.
Oh,
Can I just have 1 second? I'm so sorry. She said to Miss
but let me
Steve,
ask you something. If I say no, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna talk. I have to say it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Steve. You are amazing. You're just always there for our community, and like Chief said, he doesn't even like asking so many times because you're never gonna say no. And even the PTOs of Elma Park feel the same way. You're so generous, and you're always appreciated. So thank you as well for your contributions, and not only donating but standing there and making your burgers. Sometimes I think people just come because we say you're gonna be there instead of for what we're doing. So I appreciate everything you do for us. I'm sorry about that, but you are so appreciated, and I'm glad that you are here today, and I see you're getting healthy, and you're on your way to healing, so thank you again. Sorry, Mayor.
Good to go now? Yeah. Okay. Councilman Golubek?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to start off by thanking Ms. Linda Colombini and the Homeowners Association for the contribution to the RAP program. Not everyone knows this, but the Homeowners Association has been donating back to the community for years, probably decades. All those different bus trips to the different casinos. I know the profits get reinvested in the community. So it's not just this check. It's been to many organizations over the years. On that same note, congratulations, Councilwoman Pellegrin, on your award. Some very nice and true words were said tonight, and I commend you for all the work that you do and will continue to do. The block party was an absolutely fantastic event. Shame on the town for not doing this many, many years ago. Really, really. Because the chief is right in the sense that all neighborhoods of the community need to feel like they are part of Elmwood Park and part of the community, and we're taking very big steps in that. So I want to thank the barbers that assisted in that. I want to thank Steve for being part of that. Steve's Burgers does not have a location in Elmwood Park. I think it's very, very important to note here. Steve's Burgers is not located in Elmwood Park. It's located in Garfield and other places. Yet he acts and works with us like there is a location in Elmwood Park. So it's tremendous, and we can't thank you enough for that. And to our two new chaplains, Deaconess Ms. Barbara and Father Curtis, welcome aboard. I know you're both respected in your communities and in your neighborhoods, and I know you'll bring a lot of value to the team here. And I'm just very proud of everything that's happened tonight. It's all different things of the community coming together, and I can't remember in my 12 years of coming to council meetings and my 20 years of living in town having this so much of a community feel. I've never experienced this in my time in Elmwood Park, and we've really reached nice levels, and I hope we keep growing with that. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Pellegrin?
Yes, good evening, everyone. I would also like to thank all the barbers that were there that day at the block party. I was there for a while, and I witnessed all the children getting their haircuts, and they were so excited, and you guys were all so great with all the children, and we really appreciate you giving back to your community. So thank you all so much. Also, Steve's Burgers, I've just gotten to know you recently, but you're at everything, and you never say no. You're always one of those people that's first in line to help us and just give. You're definitely a giver, and we truly appreciate all that you do for our community. I really mean that from my heart. Also, Linda Colombini, what can I say? I pretty much said it all, but you do so much for the community, and with the schools, with the council, with everything, and those bus trips are really paying off. Years of doing it, and now you're able to give so much to our community, and we're really so grateful for you. I appreciate you, Linda. And to our chaplains, congratulations on being appointed tonight. I want to thank you all for what you already do for our community. You're both well known, and you do so much already, and I look forward to working with both of you as the police commissioner and as a councilwoman, and I'm thankful for the both of you. And like my colleague Dan just said, it is a very touching night for everyone, not just for one person here tonight. It's all about goodness. We hear a lot of negative and evil things in the world. And tonight is an example of when we work together and when we admire each other and appreciate each other and we work as a team, what we can accomplish. And that's what it's about. We all shine at different times. We don't all have to shine at the same time, but we all have to work as a team and respect each other and help each other, because kindness is the most important thing that we can do in our lives. I don't care what title you may have, but if you're not kind, you can keep your title. So it's about goodness, kindness, and teamwork. And I think tonight we've all shown a lot of examples of that. So I am also very, very proud of everybody. So thank you all.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Sheridan?
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to start out with the chaplain and his deaconess. Welcome to our community. Ms. Barber, you're pretty well known around town, so as far as the chaplain goes, welcome. I'm sure you're going to be around more often. We'll get to know you better. As far as the Barbers, I was not there, but I've heard a lot about it. I just want to say thank you for putting the smiles on the kids' faces, and so everybody looked good on their first day back to school. Thank you. As far as the homeowners go, Linda, basically the only thing I could say is thank you for the donation for the RAP program. Thank you for putting it back into the town. It's wonderful. Thank you. And as far as the rain goes, we've been friends for a while, and I just want to say thank you for the RAP program, and thank you for letting me into it. Thank you. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Council President Fasolo?
Thank you, Mayor. So I'm going to start off with the block party. One of the most important things we could do as a governing body is making sure that everyone in our community feels welcomed and included and represented. I believe that the Village Block Party did this for a part of our community that was kind of forgotten. I mean, we have all events up in this side of town, but never down that side of town. So, but it would not be possible. We could talk all we want and we could plan things, but it wouldn't be possible without all of your generosity, from Steve's Burgers to the Barbers to Miss Barbara and everybody that was involved in planning that. It was a major success, and hopefully we could continue it and grow our community in all aspects of our community. Congratulations to Miss Marquez and Father Gabriel on their appointments tonight. Miss Barbara is a unifier and full of love. She's someone who does not need a title to make a difference in the community. So I want to congratulate you and Father Gabriel tonight for your appointments. With RAP makes a difference every day for so many in our community. And it's great to see that the community is rallying around this program and allowing it to thrive each and every day. To my colleague, Councilwoman Pellegrin, where do I start? I was a little boy when I met you, helping you with your campaigns. And it's finally, when we were sitting at the table, again, I'll tell this story every time RAP comes up, we're sitting at the table, and she had this idea to help people around town. And I said, let's put it on a flyer. Maybe some voters will like that. And now it's born and it's thriving, and you do so many great things for so many people around the community. You've always been a generous person, and I congratulate you tonight. It was very well deserved. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Okay, I think our council has summed the evening up, and I agree with everything that was said. I won't be redundant. Ditto, 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 ditto. I do want to point out, though, the friend you have, Angela Kraft, she started 3 months ago, called my office, said she wanted to do something like this, and just work through every little bump in the road. That's a friend there that you can, certainly I know you do cherish, but she's cherishable, let me put it that way. Great job in getting that done. And the other thing that you've witnessed here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is bringing God into our community. Now, I think this is something that has been missing in government. We talk about it. It's supposed to be secondary, but there's a phrase out there that kind of contradicts the implications of government and God that maybe started back in the Greek, the Roman Empire, and we use it today, and it says God and country, the togetherness of that. And I think as long as we keep those two elements together, we're going to be okay. I know I feel very warm and fuzzy about what's going on in Elmwood Park and the infusion of these chaplains. And bringing God into our community. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Oh, good. Okay. Mayor, at this time, I would like to reestablish a quorum. On roll call, we have council members Ballestieri. Dennis. Here. Golombek. Pellegrin.
Here.
Sheridan. Council President Fasolo.
Here.
Mayor Coletti.
Here.
We have reestablished a quorum. Moving on with our agenda, we have ordinances on first reading. We have Resolution R-378-22, introduce ordinance number 22-29 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance establishing a four-way stop at the intersections of Kip Avenue and Ray Street, and to amend Chapter 7 of the Code of the Borough of Elmwood Park, titled Traffic, more specifically Section 7-21, titled Multi-Way Stop Intersections, be passed and adopted on first reading. And be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, December 15, 2022, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the borough clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Ballestieri.
Yes.
Dennis. Yes. Golombek. Pellegrin.
Yes.
Sheridan.
Yes.
Fasolo.
Yes.
Sorry, Council President Fasolo.
Thank you.
Motion carries. Now we have Resolution R-379-22, introduce ordinance number 22-30 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance establishing a four-way stop at the intersections of Grove Street and Grant Street, and to amend Chapter 7 of the Code of the Borough of Elmwood Park, titled Traffic, more specifically Section 7-21, titled Multi-Way Stop Intersections, be passed and adopted on first reading. And be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, December 15, 2022, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the borough clerk be and she is hereby to authorize to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Ballestieri.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Golombek. Pellegrin.
Yes.
Sheridan.
Yes.
Council President Fasolo.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now we have Resolution R-380-22, introduce ordinance number 22-31 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend the Borough Code of the Borough of Elmwood Park, Chapter 2, Administration, Article 2, Offices Created, Section 2-23, to be referred to as Borough Physician and Medical Provider, Section 2-24 through 26, shall remain reserved, be passed and adopted on first reading. And be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, December 15, 2022, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any person interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the borough clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Sal, would you mind breaking this down for us, please?
Sure, Mayor. What we have is, under normal circumstances, at times, a municipality or a city can hire and retain the services of a particular medical physician or medical providers, which are individuals in the medical field, which would be the first front individuals in the event that one of the members of the governing body or the members of the employees, police officers that are employed by the municipality, in the event that something occurs to them, fall ill or need some assistance real quick, the particular physician will be there, the first call, and aid and assist the particular member of the body or the members, employees of the community with regards to municipal
municipal employees as well as the police officers. So if any time they feel ill or whatever, they would be sent to this particular individual who is the doctor on scene all the time, available to determine whether they are ill, whether they need medical provisions or whatever else for the purposes of helping.
All right, thank you. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Sheridan. On roll call, we have council members Ballestieri,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Golubek, Pellegrin,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Council President Fasolo.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now we have Resolution R-381-22, introduce ordinance number 22-32 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend Ordinance 20-20, fixing the salary, wage, and compensation of the officers, employees, and servants of the Borough of Elmwood Park for the year 2023. Be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, December 15, 2022, at 7:00 p.m., or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in the legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Mr. Graffia, would you care to break this down?
Yes, hand in hand with the prior ordinance creating the position, we also have to amend the salary ordinance to create the position for for payment of the services. And the particular amount that's being set forth in the salary ordinance for the purposes of having the borough physician or medical provider is $5,500.
So $5,500, and that locks him up as our physician.
Yes.
May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Council President Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Ballestieri,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Council President Fasolo.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have Resolution R-382-22, introduce ordinance number 22-33 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend Ordinance 20-20, fixing the salary, wage, and compensation of the officers, employees, and servants of the Borough of Elmwood Park for the year 2023, be passed and adopted on first reading. And be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, December 15, 2022, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Mr. Foligno, would you like to break this down?
Yes, Mayor. We created the position, full-time position for fire prevention inspector, and that is required in order to make that position part of the salary ordinance, because it was only in there as a part-time position.
Now, Mike, from what I understand, that person will be paid out of that account? Is that correct?
Fully self-sustaining, the whole division is paid for by the money that they bring in, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Council President Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Ballestieri,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Council President Fasolo.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now we have Resolution R-383-22, introduce ordinance number 22-34 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend Ordinance 20-20, fixing the salary, wage, and compensation of the officers, employees, and servants of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey for the year 2023. More specifically, Section 3 entitled Part-Time Employees, as to amend the mayor's secretary position salary section to be increased to a fixed compensation of $6,000, discretionary sum, be passed and adopted on first reading. And be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, December 15, 2022, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Thank you. Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Please.
Mayor, this particular, again, it's an ordinance amending the salary ordinance to increase the amount of salary or stipend, technically, for the secretaries from $5,000 to $6,000, and separating that between two people.
Yeah. Thank you. I'd like to expand on this a little bit. At one time, the mayor had a secretary, and it was costing between the package, the benefit package, and the salary, $95,000. We wisely saw that within the clerk's office, there was a lot of talent there, and that we had figured out that let's save some money here, or try it first and see what happens. Let the 3 members of that office work together as the mayor's secretary, and lo and behold, after 2 years, it's been working out wonderfully, tremendous savings to the town, and this is a small stipend to compensate for that great amount of money that we were spending. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Council President Fasolo. On roll call, we have Council Members Ballestieri.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Golubek.
Yes.
Pellegrin.
Yes.
Sheridan.
Yes.
Council President Fasolo.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now we have ordinances on second reading. We have Resolution R-384-22, introduced ordinance number 22-27 on second reading, whereas the public notice has been given by the Borough Clerk that an ordinance entitled Bond Ordinance to Authorize the Undertaking of Streetscape Improvements to Mola Boulevard from Linden Avenue to Phillip Avenue and by and for the Borough of Elmwood Park in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $510,000 to pay the cost thereof, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds, was introduced and passed at a meeting on Thursday, October 20th, 2022, and that further consideration of this ordinance will be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to authorize the undertaking of streetscape improvements to Mola Boulevard from Linden Avenue to Phillip Avenue and by and for the Borough of Elmwood Park in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $510,000 to pay the cost thereof, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds, passed on final reading.
May I have a motion to open to the public?
So moved.
Second.
Anyone from the public care to speak on this ordinance and this ordinance alone? If not, I will close the public portion. May I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
So move.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Sheridan. On roll call, we have Council Members Ballestieri.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Golubek.
Yes.
Pellegrin.
Yes.
Sheridan.
Yes.
Council President Fasolo.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now we have Resolution R-385-22, introduced ordinance number 22-28 on second reading, whereas the public notice has been given by the Borough Clerk that an ordinance entitled Bond Ordinance to Authorize the Improvement of Grove Street from Mola Boulevard to Viveny Street in, by, and for the Borough of Elmwood Park in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $325,000 to pay the cost thereof, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds, was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Thursday, October 20th, 2022, and that further consideration of this ordinance will be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that an ordinance entitled Bond Ordinance to Authorize the Improvement of Grove Street from Mola Boulevard to Viveny Street in, by, and for the Borough of Elmwood Park in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $325,000 to pay the cost thereof, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds, passed on final reading.
Motion to open to the public.
So moved.
Anyone from the public here to speak on this ordinance? If not, I'll close the public portion. May I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Council President Fasolo. On roll call, we have Council Members Ballestieri,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Golombek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Council President Fasolo.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now we have our consent agenda. We have resolutions R-386-22, approval of payroll, R-387-22, approval of bills list, R-388-22, grantee authorizing resolution, Bergen County Open Space Borough Park Improvements, R-389-22, authorized vacation buybacks, R-390-22, resolution to redeem third-party tax lien, R-391-22, authorized current estimate number 1, 2021 Borough Road Program, R-392-22, award of bid 2021 NJDOT Municipal Aid Program, Mola Boulevard Improvements, R-393-22, award proposal for professional services, Alima Group, Borough Park Turf Field, R-394-22, authorized purchase of equipment, Police Department, R-395-22, authorized release of road opening performance bond, R-396-22, a resolution establishing borough policy limiting employee parking to the rear parking lot and prohibiting employee parking in the rear parking lot directly adjacent to the municipal building, R-397-22, appointment of firefighters, R-398-22, resolution of approval for NJ Cured LLC to receive a Class 1 cannabis cultivation and manufacturing license to operate within the Borough of Elmwood Park, R-399-22, approval of transfers, R-400-22, resolution to approve the consent agenda.
May I have a motion on the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
I'm sorry, just a clarification, because I got thrown off by something. 393-22, right?
Yes, I made an error on the consent.
Yeah, it's not the
agenda.
turf field, right?
It is.
What did you say, 393?
393. So I'm confused. This is different from the packet we got? It says turf field, but the resolution talks about the NJDOT, like, street lighting project.
I don't have the resolution in front of me, but
Like, the title says NJDOT Municipal Aid Program, but then it says Borough Turf Field.
That's 392, right? Did I give you the right one?
the resolution was corrected, and this isn't, what you have isn't the right one. My apologies.
So what are we voting on?
It's for the Borough Park Turf Field.
I don't remember moving forward on that, though. I
The
know Tom mentioned it at the last meeting, but I don't remember. I think we directed him to, like, send us everything, unless the council remembers differently.
This is just for the design service.
No, I understand that, but we haven't, like, agreed to, like, I'm confused why it's on this agenda. We've been, like, kicking it around for a long time. I don't remember why it ended up on the agenda.
Because the money, it has to be acted on by a certain date, otherwise we're gonna lose it. So they have to put their part in motion, so they're asking for it to approve the design services portion, so they can continue their part of it, so we don't lose the money.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, it's for the turf field.
Motion on the consent agenda?
So moved.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Council President Fasolo. On roll call, we have Council Members Ballestieri,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Golombek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Council President Fasolo.
Yes.
Motion carries. At this time, Mayor, I'm going to move on to departmental reports. We have Board of Health meeting minutes from August 15, 2022, and Library Board meeting minutes from September 19, 2022.
Motion to accept the departmental reports.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I always get that confused all the time, and it's right in front of me, too.
Next, we have applications. We have the VFW Post 5084, instant raffle for November 28th, 2022 through November 24th, 2023.
May I have a motion to accept?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Applications accepted. At this time, Mayor, I'm going to turn the meeting over to you for council reports.
Okay, council reports. Councilwoman Ballesteri?
Okay, first I just want to mention our next Recreation Board meeting will be on Monday, November 14th at 7:30 PM, and that'll be in the Recreation Building. I also like to say great job to our Elmwood Park Police Fire Department on the emotional rescue of a young lady and saved her life. I applaud our first responders because every day they do not know what their challenges could be. While they are human and have emotions as everyone else, they have to put their training in place quickly, and it's a difficult situation. Thank you all for signing up for a very difficult job. I would also, finally, I would like to congratulate my colleagues, Councilman Fasolo and Councilman Golovic, on your reelection to the council. I look forward to our continued progress for our residents. This is a great day for Elmwood Park. Our residents, their eyes were open, and they heard with their ears, and they made a decision that's going to be a positive decision moving forward for Elmwood Park. So thank you to everyone, and I look forward to having you two gentlemen to continue to serve with us.
Councilwoman Dennis?
Thank you, Mayor. Again, congratulations to everybody that we honored tonight, our barbers, Steve of Steve Burgers, our chaplains. Thank you to the Homeowners Association again for their donation. The next Board of Ed meeting is on November 22nd at 7 p.m. And I just wanted to congratulate our junior Crusaders over at the high school. They had a wonderful season. Unfortunately, they lost in the championship game, but they played a wonderful season this year. And I actually just learned a few minutes ago that one of our officers is actually the coach for the football team. So that was really interesting. I did not know that. I want to congratulate them as well for continuing to give back to our community. And I didn't know we were going to say this, but wait. Breakfast with the Police on Monday, fantastic. Thank you, Chief. I took mine to go, but it was great. And just wanted to congratulate Council President Fasolo and Councilman Golovic for their re-election. We look forward to the great things you're going to continue to do for Elmwood Park. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Golovic?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to congratulate my running mate and friend, Council President Francesco Fasolo, on your re-election to your second term. I'd like to thank the residents of Elmwood Park for entrusting me for the fourth time to serve in public office. Running in a campaign and election is not an easy process, so I want to acknowledge my opponents, Mr. Tisolano and Ms. Troisi, for putting their name forward. As I look at the results, an interesting thing happened in the sense that Mr. Fasolo and I outperformed the top of the ticket, in this case the Democratic side. So we ended up with more votes than Mr. Pasquarello and Mr. Tedesco, and something that usually does not happen, which to me means that there's people that started in the Republican column and then switched over for us when it came locally. So I look forward to acting on all the things we put into writing, all the promises we've made in writing and said on videos, and making that happen for the residents. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Pellegrin?
Yes, my Board of Health update. The next free rabies clinic for dogs and cats will be held on Wednesday, November 16th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Firehouse Number 4 on Mola Boulevard. Their next meeting will be Monday, November 14th at 7 p.m. Police update. On Friday, November 18th at 11 a.m., our Elmwood Park Police Department will be having their annual free turkey giveaway. It will be held in our Recreation Center parking lot from 11 a.m. until they run out of turkeys. On Friday, December 2nd, is the annual holiday tree lighting ceremony at 6:30 p.m. at the corner of Mola Boulevard and Market Street. Come be wowed by all the police department and recreation center offer our residents on that very special holiday night of fun. Residents Assistance Program update. On November 7th, the People's Pantry gave out free turkeys with all the fixings for Thanksgiving to our pantry clients. This program makes a real difference to those in need, and we are also thankful for the donations that we receive. Community helping community makes all the difference. Congratulations to my colleagues, Councilman Fasolo and Councilman Gullabak, on your victory last evening. I'm so glad we can continue making progress to our Elmwood Park community. So much has already been accomplished, and together I know there will be many more positive changes in the months ahead. Congratulations to both of you. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Sheridan.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of things. The EPIC and the Elmwood Park Historic Association is having achievement awards, which will be on December 4th at 2 o'clock in the council chambers. Refreshments will be served. Public is invited to attend. The Elmwood Park Homeowners Association is having their holiday party on Wednesday, December 7th at 6:30 over at Francesco's in Woodland Park. The cost is $60 per person. If anyone is interested, please call Linda at 201-982-4919 by November 30th. Also, Mayor, tomorrow is Veterans Day. We're going to have a little get-together, 11/11, over at the monument. But if anybody knows veteran, give them a call, tell them thank you. I mean, we have a lot of people that are overseas fighting, and it would be nice if somebody could just say thank you. Progress, Mayor.
Definitely would warm their day, that's for sure.
Yes, it would.
Council President Fasolo.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to start off by commending the police department and their courageous acts in the past few days. Definitely not an easy job. That's why not everybody could sign up for it. People could criticize the police all they want, but when it comes to situations like this, they're always the first one to the call, and they're always the first ones to react. So thank you for your department and what you guys do every day. I want to congratulate my running mate, my colleague, my friend, Councilman Golubek. It was a long, tough campaign season. We promised the voters to do all those things, and I'm sure and I'm positive we could act on all of them. So congratulations, Councilman. Last night at the planning board meeting, one thing I was happy about was the Morgan Properties making a parking lot, hopefully getting, they're going to get 25 spots off the road, so hopefully that'll alleviate a little bit of the parking. But me and the mayor both told them to come back and look for more spots that they could put some parking lots in, so it alleviates some of the parking, and especially our residential and off the boulevard. So hopefully that gets done. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. Regarding tomorrow, Mr. Foligno, do we have a plan B? Because that storm, from what I understand, is coming up the coast, and the rain is supposed to start tonight.
Mayor, I spoke about that, excuse me, with Councilwoman Sheridan, and she wants to go for it and see how we do. I'm all for that, but I'm also open to moving it indoors and maybe inside here. I'll leave that up to you guys.
Okay, so I guess we'll make that decision, if it's raining,
I
naturally.
think we should make it by 9 a.m. because we have people coming and we'd have to redivert them to this building.
Right, very good. Okay. Okay, I also would like to congratulate my colleagues, Mr. Golombek and Mr. Fasolo, on their win. It's got to be exciting. How many times is this for you, Daniel? Third term. And you, Mr. Fasolo? Twice. That's got to be exciting. And to put that time and energy into a campaign and to win it is always sweet, as opposed to the opposite. Nobody likes to lose. If you do, you are a loser. In the case of Pam Troisi and Andrew Tisolano, I think they did a good job. They worked very hard, and considering they were running against two established incumbents, I think it was a good showing, very good showing on their part. So they shouldn't feel too bad about it, and they should say to themselves that there's always another day, if that's what one chooses. All right. With that, I need a motion to open to the public, I
Wait,
believe.
Mayor, I forgot something again.
Second.
But this is a good one.
You're picking on me tonight.
I know, I'm so sorry. I was thinking about it. I forgot to congratulate you guys on your Academy Award performance that we saw online the other day. We've been looking at that video way too many times, and we have this whole Find Santa in Elmwood Park thing. I just wanted to say thank you because I have seen that video about 8 times because I keep showing it to kids and they keep coming to show it to me and they're really, really excited about it. And they said that the mayor had no idea what was going on. There's no way he knew. He was such a great actor. And the chief, and we want to see bloopers. You guys did a great job. We're looking forward to it. And I will say that earlier today, my son said he saw Santa getting kidnapped. So we just want you to know that we're looking forward to more performances from you guys, and you guys did a great job. So thank you for the entertainment in Elmwood Park.
Definitely going to be an Oscar.
Thank you for taking the time and saying that. Tanisha, it was a blast. That 20 minutes was, for me, was like, it was just invigorating. Now, Mike, I think, has the limousine parked outside for us, right? We're going right to Hollywood Boulevard?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. A motion to open to the public?
Second.
Anyone from the public care to speak on any item they would like? Yes, Mr. Freitag.
Congratulations. Thank you. Good evening. Jeffrey Freitag, 35 Hillman Drive, Elmwood Park. Last night at our planning board meeting, we discussed and we saw a presentation regarding what is known as the Hillman House, which I guess everyone knows, and I'm sure has seen everything about it. One of the things that was brought up not only by myself, but others, and it was shown by the report by the engineering firm in their presentation regarding the redevelopment, was the status of the building itself, structurally. Now, I'd feel I'd be remiss, and I'm reporting this as a citizen, that it's virtually wide open. And I would assume that there is a way, and I would assume it's between the building department or maintenance, that be changed, because people can access it. And he was saying that the one roof above the porch is structurally ready to almost fall down. So it is very wide open. And has there been any moves to do anything?
Yes, I agree with you on that, Mr. Freitag. We've been going back and forth. The demolition permits were drawn. However, there's a well on the property, and the well has to be addressed before the demo can take place. So we're trying to get that, and we're trying to work with the owner and everything to not cost people extra money and all that stuff. So I know the building department's working on it with them, and they're going back and forth. But I agree, if it lags any longer, we're going to probably ask them to put a fence around it at least to secure it.
I know, because it appears there's many openings, and as I said, that porch, but people can very freely. You see the graffiti, and we saw the pictures of the inside of the building. You're right. Okay, thank you.
Mike, maybe we can get the owner to board up, just give us a safe environment until the demolition.
I mean, Mayor, don't you think, I mean, maybe this is not my field of expertise, but isn't a fence going to have to go up anyway when they start the project, the demo and all? So maybe we just ask him to put the fence rather than board up something that he's going to rip down?
Okay.
I'm just asking.
What's the question once again?
Question is, don't they have to put a fence up when they demo it anyway?
Well, they'll have to put a silt fence up, for
Right.
sure, especially if the foundation's going to be ripped out. But no, at this point, the building should be made somewhat safe before anything happens.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll tell them either secure it one way or another, fence or board it up.
Yeah, and I understand the situation with the well now setting them back and all, but if they could just board it up, the openings, that would take the pressure off of the safety aspect.
We'll take care of it, thank you. And thank you, Mr. Freitag, for bringing it out.
Anyone else care to speak? If not, I'll close the public portion. And Sal, do we have executive? Is there any action going to be taken?
No action.
No action to be taken. Okay, so then I guess we need a motion to go into executive.
So moved.
All in favor? Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Whereas the Open Public Meeting Act, PL 1975, Chapter 231 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss litigation and legal reports, minutes will be kept, and once the matter involving the confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, then the minutes can be made public. Now therefore it be resolved that the public be excluded from this meeting.
Good night, Linda.
Thank you.